And welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about BIOC, Biocept Incorporations. And this company has here been had a PR expected to be released for testing kits, which was released this morning. However, the stock just tanked right after. It did raise up to almost $1 in the early market, pre-market, and then it did fall at the market open. Now, I want to discuss why this happens, as well as what could be the next move for the stock. Now, when you're trading in for news, you always want to sell before that news hits most times, especially if it's already considered priced in, because what happens is a lot of investors are looking for the next catalyst. And if that's not clear with the stock, that might be a little bit tricky. And so then it does follow more likely technical analysis in terms of point of view, because how I see technical analysis is basically you reading the psychology of investors in the market. So let's take a quick look into the 1 month, 1 day period here. So 1 month, 1 day. So what we're seeing here is the willing percent R has decreased down to a neutral level. So that's similar to the RSI. The average directional index is a little bit too high for my liking, but it has been for quite a bit. So that's not new news. It's actually decreased just a little. In terms of the MACD, you can see it already actually decreasing. Could be a little bit dangerous, but we want to look into what happens in the 1 hour interval, as it can give a little bit more insight. We can see that the stock has not been really dumped in terms of that, because you can see a lot of volumes, and we can still see it's probably around this stage here, similar in terms of the current on balance. Given 3 days down, right, 1 2 3 1 2 3, we might actually see a little bit of action tomorrow, at least, even if it's sloppy. So we want to make sure we look into that. 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA with the green and the red. And then we can see that the stock is actually still trading above the 200 SMA, but it's getting really closer to the 50 SMA. So different averages, which mean different things, but above these two averages here, if they're above it, I'm considering it a little bit more expensive. Now, what is the current support and resistance? So now currently the stock resistance would be at well, we'd have to look into the 1 hour, but at least the support would be around 0.78 or 0.71. That could be the current support. Now, looking into the 1 hour period, that will be able to understand it a little bit better. We do the 5 hour, 1 hour period, then I'll go back to that. All right. So, taking a quick look here, we can easily identify what's the next resistance as an average and supports. So the next resistance is at a 77 cents. The current support is sitting at around 72 to 74 cents. And so it's currently trading in a very dangerous level where it still can see it green, because you can see in the MACD that is decreasing quite a bit. And you can see that the stock is considered oversold on the last day. The average directional index, though, has gone to more of a sloppy area, so that's a little bit more dangerous, but you still have a good chance of recovering back. Now, let's take a quick look into the moving averages. We can look into the moving averages here, and we can get to see that the stock has been trading above the moving average for a while, so that's understandable. So we might have to look more into trend lines, because the moving average doesn't tell us much. But we've seen here before where it's jumped for quite a bit and then it received back, but still, this has been more off 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 out of the last 11 days where it's traded above the moving average. So let's look into trend lines. So I chose a channel for this one here because I can still see more of an upward trend with high highs and high lows. So that's good news for the stock. Maybe not in the next immediate day, but maybe perhaps later on in, let's say, a week or so. But this also depends on the PR for the company. So if the company just stays with the PR where it is right now and doesn't work into a new PR, investors might get a little bit too nervous and sell. So that's a very dangerous level that you need to be careful of. So what would I do if I bought, let's say, somewhere around 0.95? For me, myself, I would wait for the stock to see what happens in the morning. If it starts dipping around, let's say, closer to $0.6, 60 cents, I'll definitely average down and then try to sell at any spike. So it's more if the stock had its pop in a way, which is around this area here. And again, in the pre-market, so it's getting a little bit more dangerous level where you need to trade smart. So make sure that you have a safety net cash aside. That's how I play the stock. But looking from it, it looks like could be a good news in terms of technical analysis for at least the next day. But however, this also depends on the PR as well. So if there's no PR, that will be a bit more damaging, especially since investors get a little bit too nervous with stocks that they're holding quite a bit, and also depends as well on COVID numbers as well, since this company's like current spike is due to COVID numbers increasing. So if you start seeing COVID numbers decreasing in states such as like Florida, California, and Texas, that might be a little bit of a dangerous level to be considering. You might want to get out of this stock sometime soon. But that's been my own DD. Make sure you do your own. Comment, subscribe, and like. And if you have any questions, please submit them down in the comments or DM me. I'm happy to help. Have a good day.